Good morning, everybody. This is Demond Young here with another exciting video. Um, Sorry about the noise in the background. There are people that are cutting trees across the street. I just woke up and I figured that I'd make a YouTube video today because one thing that I have noticed about my life is that when I am doing things that make me happy, that's when my life is truly divine. I feel like when I am when I am in my not my headspace, when I am in my what's the word I'm looking for? When I am aligned with what I am, who I am, and what I like to do, everything in my life falls into place. Sometimes I meditate to do this, and sometimes I write music. I love to write music. I'll write some music, or I will make a YouTube video or make some TikToks, something that I can do as an outlet that makes me feel more centered with myself spiritually. And so the one thing that I have really been doing recently is writing a lot. I've been doing a lot of writing. But I realized I realized that it's not just the writing that's going to save me. It's not just the writing that's going to make me feel more of myself. The it's me just being me. It's me just being myself. Me just resonating with what I am on the inside, and what I am is a creative person. So the more that I am creative, the more that I flow with the state of consciousness that I am supposed to be, the more that I am happy. And one thing, another thing, not one thing, another thing that I have realized about this life is there's a really strong shift in consciousness going on. I feel that I feel that well, at first it was really hard for me to make a YouTube video because my thoughts were like, well, how am I going to make a YouTube video for one, people I don't even know who's listening. So how am I going to make a YouTube video for the people that are listening if I don't know who's listening? And two, how do I go about talking to a camera as if I'm holding a full conversation with somebody that's in front of me? That's the hardest part about it. Honestly, for me, the hardest part is continuing a conversation that actually makes sense and helps people. I That's what I want to do. I want to help people. I want people to know that life is going to be okay. No matter what we're going through right now, we're going through the things that we are because of the awakening that we are all going through. The consciousness shift that we are all going through is a healthy thing. It may not seem like the things that we're going through are healthy due to COVID, the whole COVID-19 experience that we're all enduring right now, and all the problems of the world and how problematic everyday life can be nowadays. I've realized in my short 24 years that the reason we feel that the world is so evil is because we let mass media control us. We let them tell us what it is. We let them tell us what the world is, and that's not necessarily true. See, they've got a certain narrative that makes people continuously fear the world around them. But really, the world is actually nice. The world is actually loving. People in the world actually want to see others do well. It's just everybody's been on their guard for so long. We don't know how to shift from being on our guard to asking somebody, "Hey, What can I do for you to make your life easier? It's not always about us. Our lives are our movies for a reason. We are the stars of our own movies for a reason. But certain things in our life, like helping other people, makes us feel like we're not. What if that were the thing that made you happy? That's what makes me happy. Making other people happy makes me happy. Yeah, I might have a bit of a people pleasing complex, but over the last few months I have grown to realize it's not so much a complex as it is a way of life. That's my way of life. That's what I do. I like to make people happy. I like to see the smiles on their faces when I do something for them and they appreciate it. That's that's what I like. And I like to see people um I like to see people do that for others. I like to see other people making others happy because that's what makes the world go round. There's this lie that's going around the world that money makes the world go round, but it doesn't. What makes the world go round is adding value to people around you. When you add value to other people that are around you, regardless of whether you know them or not, just something as simple as going to the store and having a small conversation with somebody that lifts their spirits, or making somebody smile. That's what makes the world go round. And for so long we've let this false narrative of the way the world is control us and other people. And now that we are finally shedding that skin and we as a collective are learning that it's not about it's not about how others perceive you. It's about how you perceive yourself. There's this saying that goes, you only see yourself through other people's eyes. And while that may be true, you only see yourself through other people's eyes because, one, when you ask them, they'll tell you, but they won't be completely honest. They won't tell you the things that they think will make you upset if they care about you because they don't want you to be upset. There's an example right there. Unless they just don't care. If they don't care and they're completely honest with you, excuse me, that can be good as well because then you can start seeing what you can start seeing what they see, which is where that saying came from. You only see yourself through other people's eyes. You can start seeing what they see and how they perceive you. But the only reason that they perceive you that way is because you allow them to. You allow yourself to be what it is you think you are. If you continuously hold on to that the belief systems that you do and you continuously hold on to the beliefs that you're one way and oh, I'm this, so this is how I have to act, regardless of whether it's conscious or subconscious, it'll get to you. And you'll start thinking to yourself, why? Why am I this way? Why am I that way? Why do I do this? Why do I like to do this? And that is where spiritual revelations come into play because that is how you will start to realize that although you may only see yourself through other people's eyes, it's because of the reflection that you put out. It's because of the energy that you put out that you see yourself through other people's eyes the way you do. Because if you change the reflection, if you change the way that you see yourself, if you change internally, then you will start to see the way people see you. It may be through their eyes, but it's only because of the vision that you have of yourself inside. And once you start to change the way that you react to things, the way that you go about things, the way that you think about things, that is when everything really changes for you. See, I remember the last video that I did for you guys. I was talking about how, um, what was I? I was talking about my first meditation